Hello and welcome to my home office. Hey y'all, it's Dr. Ijeoma Kola here, and today I'm going to be showing you my home office in our Indiana home. I'm really excited to share this space with you because it is a space that I spend a lot of time in working on the various different projects that I've got going on. My postdoc, teaching, blogging, influencing, running a nonprofit, Cohort Sisters, which I'm repping today. This is just literally what I wore today. So we moved into this home. I knew that I wanted to create a home office that would really spark creativity and would be like really crisp and clean and neat. I do my best to try and keep this space neat, even though kind of the rest of my house is usually in some little state of messiness. But in a home office, it's really important for me to just be able to think really clearly and to be able to come up with ideas for, how to fundraise for my nonprofit organization, or, something interesting that I can bring to lecture to make the topic of public health more interesting to students, or a new topic that I should cover on my blog. So it was really important to have a sort of a blank slate, but also something that would spark a lot of creativity. So when I was going in with the design, I knew I wanted to do like white and gold as my bases, but I also really wanted to highlight Black designers. I've been on this mission for the past couple of years of incorporating more Black-owned items and supporting more Black businesses. I started off with fashion, and I'm trying to be really intentional about that in my home. And I feel like the office has a couple of good pieces from Black artists and creators, and so I'm excited to share those with you. I also worked for the very first time in my life with an interior designer to help bring this space to life. I kind of had like the general idea of like what I was going for, but didn't have the time to really sit down and like select every single piece myself because I was decorating other parts of my home as well. And so I worked with Anissa of Creative Peach Studios, who helped really do the mood boarding and product scouting for this space. I'm so grateful to her for her vision and for really bringing together a lot of this. So this is definitely like not just my work, it's me and Anissa, we put this together. So yeah, I have kind of split up the room into 3 main zones, and so I will show you through all 3 of them, and then I would love for you guys to let me know what your favorite aspect of the space is. Make sure that you like this video, make sure you're subscribed to my channel. I don't often call out a subscription because I always forget, but if you're watching this and you haven't yet subscribed, please do subscribe so you can stay notified of my next coming videos. And let's get into it. So before we actually get into the finished look, I want to show you some of my inspiration photos that helped me kind of guide me through the process of how to put together this room. I was really inspired by Hayet's office, as well as some other pictures that I found online. And then working with Anissa, she really worked really hard to come up with tons of different product suggestions once we figured out what the core pieces that we needed were for the space. And we did all of that within a budget. And so she made everything happen. So now I will show you the finished product. Now, it's probably the most important part of a home office is a desk, a surface to do work on. I knew that I wanted a desk that faced outwards because our desk in Nairobi faced the window, and I just didn't want to face the window in a room by myself. Scouted this waterfall desk for so long, and randomly CB2 popped up with this exact desk in July. I ordered it at the end of July. It was the second piece that I bought for this room, but then they took it off their website. So it's actually no longer available. I'm so sorry, but this desk is from CB2. It's a concrete desk. It's really, really heavy. It's a great size. I didn't want something too big because then I would just add clutter to it. So it's a really great size, and it's like for real concrete. And it's just absolutely beautiful, beautiful, beautiful. Behind my desk are my degrees. I have 4 degrees actually, but I only framed 3 of them because I have 2 master's degrees and one of them is not really anything. So I have my 3 degrees, and I framed them in these clear acrylic floating frames. I have a whole blog post with links where I got them from, but it really just is a really beautiful way to display my degrees, my hard work, and also just it gives me motivation to keep on pushing because I worked for everything that I've got. I worked hard for it, I studied hard for it, and whenever I kind of second guess myself, I just gotta turn around and remember that I'm a home doctor. So carrying through the acrylic theme, on my desk I have this letter organizer that I got at Target, and at the top it holds my laptop and my dissertation actually, and then the bottom just holds kind of like documents, and I'll put my laptop charger down there. It does have holes in the back if you wanted to actually like charge something and like run a wire through it, but I just keep these candles on the desk, and then I have a mouse pad and my keyboard. The only thing I will say about this concrete desk is that because it is actual concrete, it's not exactly smooth. So for example, depending on like where this is positioned, sometimes it's uneven. I do think I want like a longer, if I could find a leather pad that's like this length in a slightly lighter leather, that would be great. This chair is also from CB2. It is available, so I will link it. And it is a swivel chair. I didn't want a chair that slid because we have carpet, but it does swivel, which I like. Unfortunately though, the side of the chair has some metal, and not me, the person I'm married to has scratched the wall a couple of times, because I don't know why he like needs to be all the way back against the wall to use the desk, but for whatever reason the metal on the chair has scratched the wall. So if you're gonna get the chair, just be careful. It will scratch your walls if you put it too close to the wall. So I actually want to talk quickly about the window treatment. So we have blinds, like the room, that was my knee. The room already had blinds, but I'm a huge believer in curtains, even if you have blinds. Curtains for style, curtains for function. And so during the day, I usually have the blinds open and the curtains stay open all the time. So they just add like a lot of warmth to the room. These are IKEA Ritva curtains. I use them. They're like my favorite go-to curtains. They're a cream color instead of a white color, so they're not super like stark. The wall color is also kind of like an off-white. It is Sherwin-Williams Greek Villa, and that's the color that we've used throughout most of the house. The curtain rod is from, I think, either Crate and Barrel or CB2. I confuse them sometimes, although they're the same parent company, but it's from one of those. And like the curtain rod helps kind of bring through the brass elements of the room. Now, this is one of my absolute favorite corners of the room. It's actually probably my favorite corner of the room. I know the wallpaper is like what usually gets people commenting, but this is just like, this is my view from the desk, and so I was really intentional about making everything on here be things that really just like make me happy. And so I have this beautiful credenza down here. If you don't know, a credenza is just like kind of like a closed bookcase slash storage situation that you can use wherever. It has beautiful, beautiful detailing. This is one of the most amazing pieces that Anissa found for me. I would have never found this by myself, but once I described to her what I was looking for, kind of like the vibe I was going for in the room, and how I had a lot of white already and I needed to bring in some warmth, so she found this and it was just absolutely perfect. So love, love, love this. And then this is from Safa VA. First I thought I wanted like a floor length mirror, but ultimately decided that I would get that in the bedroom, and I just needed like a small little decorative mirror here. This is from a black company. It's by Candice Luter Designs. It's on Etsy. She's on Etsy. She also is now sold on West Elm and some other retailers. I bought directly from her from Etsy to make sure that the money went, you know, straight to her and not like through some other hands before it got to her. And this is really cool because she has a lot of different mirrors, and you can customize if you want the fringe. You can either have fringe or without fringe. You can customize this color. You can customize the color of the fringe. She's got different sizes. And so if you're looking for a really beautiful, well-crafted, handcrafted decor piece, definitely check out Candice Luter Interiors. Another small thing that I did to elevate the space a little bit is I actually changed out the outlet covers. And so these were just like plain white outlet covers, and I changed them to gold to match, to like bring more gold throughout the space, but also to really just like to match this. And I also changed the light switch cover. My only kind of embarrassing thing about this wall is the smoke detector is just so ugly. I need to buy a new one. I just haven't done it yet, but I said I could not delay this video anymore. It had to get out, and so that's like the only unfinished thing in this room. and that really bothers me, is that smoke detector is so awful. Also, I feel like I need to show you what this wall looked like when we moved in, because the glow up is just unreal. So unreal, so unreal. So thank God for paint and primer, because this was like, the pink was not gonna work for me. If you've watched my, I think it was my September vlog, you've already seen this wallpaper. Crazy story about this wallpaper. I actually was initially intending to wallpaper the wall that has the mirror on it, and had like found all of these beautiful wallpapers on Mitchell Black, which is a Black owned wallpaper store. But then I saw this randomly on Etsy. I forget how I came across it, but I saw it randomly, and this picture of this library, it's actually of a real library that's in Austria, and it was on my mood board that I had made for the design and the inspiration of the room. So when I saw it on Etsy as a wallpaper, I was like, I have to have it. I just have to have it. The fact that it's so colorful and like so bold is very out of character for me, but for a room that has so much white and cream, like this is this statement that just kind of like makes it so that it's not a boring white room. And I love it. It makes me feel as if I'm in a library. The perspective is a little off, you know. If I think I said this in the vlog too, that if I wish there were like more books and like less ceiling, but it's still absolutely beautiful, and really, it's just a really cool wallpaper. This chair is Black owned. It's by Albany Park Home. We actually just got their big sofa, the Kova pit, that's gonna go downstairs in our basement. So make sure you stay tuned for the basement like makeover, because that's being glowed up. I'm starting that project tomorrow actually. This is a really comfy like armchair and a half. This was the very first purchase that I made after we bought this house. I bought it before we even knew when we were moving. I bought it and I told them like, hey y'all, can you just hold off on shipping? I'll let you know when I wanted to ship. But I was really excited to support a Black owned business, especially with something so substantial as, you know, furniture. So I created like a nice little reading nook in the corner. The throw pillow on the chair is by Effortless Composition, which is another Black owned home decor shop. I have a couple of their pieces in this office space. The face sculpture on the credenza is by Effortless Composition, and the planter that's holding the fiddle is also by Effortless Composition, or was bought from them. So love supporting them. This lamp is actually from Amazon. I really like it because it's super adjustable. It dims, it pivots, it's just great. I actually heard about it, or found out about it, from Kiva Brent. She's a Black interior designer that I recently discovered on YouTube and Instagram. And you know, she said like she loved it and recommended it, and then I went and bought it, and now I love it and recommend it. The lighting on the ceiling was also found by Anissa. I think I got it on either Wayfair or Overstock. It is a beautiful ceiling light. I've had some troubles on the installation, and so I actually need an electrician to come and do it themselves. You might have seen a reel that I did a couple weeks ago where I was like, it's talking about like jack of all trades, and I was installing it myself, and some of the bulbs don't work, so I clearly did not do the best job, but it definitely works for now. And yeah, so that is the gist of my home office. This is where the magic happens. This is where the work gets done. I didn't talk about the carpet, but we did change the carpet in this room and in my son's room, which are the two out of the 3 bedrooms in the house. And so the carpet was just awful. Awful. It's a very light and white carpet, which I think by the time I added on the white desk and like the off-white chair, the white walls, the white curtain, like everything was super white. So I do love that the credenza and the wallpaper really adds some color and texture to the room, but the carpet is incredibly soft. It was by Empire Carpets, because I didn't really know where else to get carpets from, so advertising works. But yes, that is our home office. I'm saying our, I use it 99% of the time when Jonathan is here, and I happen to be using my office at Notre Dame. He'll use this space too. But yeah, it's just, I love it here. This is my favorite room of our house for sure, hands down my favorite room. Again, I couldn't have put it together without the help of Anissa at Creative Peach Studios. So if you're looking for an interior designer, I know some people have asked me, oh, can I help them with their house? I'm not there yet, but I can definitely recommend Anissa because she really brought this space together. She gave me so many different suggestions. She helped me find the most affordable place to get the acrylic frames. She was the one who gave me the idea about switching out the socket covers. Again, she found this beautiful credenza and helped also source a couple of the decor, like smaller decor items. And so would highly, highly, highly recommend her services. And yeah, if you have any questions, I will have a blog post that shares all of the different links and I will let you know if things are available or not. Like I said before, the desk sadly is not available. I feel like the credenza might have sold out, but that was a couple months ago. So I'll check it again to see if that's available now. Hopefully they restocked it. But yeah, thank you guys so much for watching this video and for following along my home journey. If you have not yet caught up on some of the older videos, I've done a living room, like entertainment wall makeover. I've done a laundry makeover, a bathroom makeover. I didn't film my son's room actually, but his room is done. It's on the blog. I have coming up a kitchen makeover, a basement makeover, as well as a bedroom tour. The bedroom tour probably won't happen before the end of this year, but the basement will definitely happen very soon, and the kitchen is already done, so I just need to, you know, start editing it. So hopefully you guys will see that video soon. Thanks again so much for watching, and I'll catch you in the next video. Bye.